Today's spooky spot, we're going to be looking at this Simpsons Series 1 bust-ups, which are actually the Treehouse of Horror bust-ups. We're going to be looking at all 4 from Series 1. And what is a bust-up? What exactly is a bust-up? A bust-up is a miniature, snap-together model of sorts. We'll get into what it looks like inside, but essentially it's little miniature dioramas that you piece together. It's only usually about 5, maybe 6 pieces, maybe 7. But you can put them together, and in this case, it's actually Series 1 of the Simpsons bust-ups, the Treehouse of Horror. And as you can see, if you have the benefit of a monitor, as you can see, the 4 characters that make up the bust-ups from Series 1, we've got ourselves, oh, look at Mr. Decrepit there. We've got ourselves Mr. Burns as Dracula. We've also got ourselves Homer here from The Raven. We've got our friend Ned. That can be arranged. Everybody keeps commenting it. Anybody can be arranged. I'm getting way off topic. I don't even know what I was talking about. We have, of course, Flanders as the devil. And then finally, from the later episodes, we've got Maggie. And we've got Kang. Where's that Kodos? Kang. Love child. Collect them all. So, what is inside a bust-up? What is inside a bust-up? I put my hairy arm in the way here. Well, if we were to open up one of these, by the way, I like the packaging as well. It's these little coffins. I've ripped the side, as you can see here. But if you open up the little coffin, these are a little actually harder to open up than you would expect them to be, because there's actually a little tab. But if you open it up, there we go. Open it up inside. You'll have to excuse me, I'm battling a cold right now. Not a good way to spend October at all, if you ask me. By the way, Red says hello. Old Red. We open this up. Inside, we've actually got, as I mentioned, several pieces. The idea is you actually take these pieces and you put them together and you form a character or diorama. And in this case, like I said, we've got Flanders here. Just going to dump everything all over the floor here. And I'll just pan down so you guys can actually see what's going on here. Inside, you'll see several different parts. It's like a puzzle. It's like a puzzle. Will we be able to figure it out? I hope so. There's not many pieces. Essentially, you've got yourself a body. You've got yourself Ned. Nedly Ned. Snap that into place. Ned's got himself a head. And we'll give himself some legs. There we go. Some pieces are a little harder to put together than others. And I guess we have some feet. Some little leg flames. And we'll give himself a base. Give himself a base. Here we go. And finally, well, not finally because there's 2 other steps. Did I do this wrong? Here, Ned, we're going to just take you off for a second. His tail, I can't believe his tail actually goes way up in there. You know, we'll take his legs off. There we go. That's why they didn't want me to put the legs in. I got to put the tail in first. Get yourself together, Spot. Just because you have a cold doesn't mean you can't be falling behind on your review here. So I'm going to peg it into place. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video so you guys actually aren't seeing all this. I'm going to pause the video, put these guys all together. That's a better idea. And I'll show you guys all the bust-ups. So Flanders will be complete. Oh, yes, he will. As well as the other bust-ups. So stay tuned. There is more to come. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. So put together all the bust-ups. A little harder, a little harder than I thought it was going to be. We put them together. So I'll show you guys what some of these bust-ups look like. First, let's start with Mr. Burns. Of course, the package that Mr. Burns comes with. And, you know, here's the thing. For something as small as what it is, these are quite small. The detail as well as the paint are fantastic on these little bust-ups. As you can see, we got the B on the casket there. Mr. Burns. Now, unfortunately, I think of all the figures in this set, I think Mr. Burns has a bit of the worst paint. He's got a little red up on his hair there. But for the most part, it looks pretty cool. And we've got a little smoke kind of coming out of his casket. Does it turn around here? I mean, you know, every side is painted. It feels heavy too. They don't certainly feel like something you would get out of a vending machine. But I like the Mr. Burns quite a bit. You know, his fangs. Very, very cool. So, Mr. Burns. By the way, Mr. Burns, I think, was about 5, 6. I think he was 1, 2, 3, 4. He was about 7 pieces to put together. But when you're finished, you got yourself a very nice looking Mr. Burns. Moving on, the largest of the set. We got Homer and the Raven. As you can see, we've got Homer down there. And he's looking up. What is he looking up at? Well, up at the top we've got Bart. Is the Raven. Nevermore. Very big chair. Obviously, just like in the cartoon. He's got a very cool rug here. Again, like very small. I mean, just to give you guys, well, I can't really even give you guys a scale comparison, but size-wise, you know, it's about the size of the container itself. So they're not big. They're definitely not big collectibles, but the detailing on them is certainly there. Certainly there. I like the Raven one quite a bit. Looking at the Flanders, which I was having a problem with doing on camera. Got ourselves Ned with the flaming donut. That can be arranged. Got the tail. See, I got the tail fixed. Got that on there as well. Got a little flame base. Very nicely painted. I think they did an excellent job on Ned's face. Of course, he's holding his pitchfork. I like that one as well. But I think one of the ones I really like is this one right here. Just because I'm a sucker for the Kang and Kodos characters. Got ourselves Kang. And down below, there's little baby Maggie, complete with her own tentacles. And he's got himself a little rattle. Of course, drooling profusely. I like this one. I like this one quite a bit. In fact, I think of all the four, this one probably is my favorite. And it's funny. I've actually had these for probably about two years or so, 2.5 years, and I've never once put them together. It was always something where I thought I'll put them together when I got a display, or in this case, I figured I'd put them together and give you guys a review, because these guys are very, very cool. Now, you can normally find bust-ups at in specialty stores, specialty comic book stores. They'll usually find bust-ups near like the counters when you're ringing through your purchases. The Halloween bust-ups, little more rare. You probably will have to find them on eBay, but a very cool little set to pick up. Today's spooky spot, we're having a look at the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror Series 1 bust-ups. By the way, they are also made by Gentle Giant, so you know that they're good. When you're done, I suppose you could probably break these guys up, put them back in their containers. But a very cool little display to put out maybe by your desk, maybe by your office desk during Halloween. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for many more spooky spots to come, and I will see you guys next time. Woo!